Let's start this session on Power Health. Today we are talking about eye care. Let me welcome Dr. Anita Sethi. Dr. Anita Sethi is the Director and Head of Department Ophthalmology at Fortis Memorial Research Institute, Gurugram, India. An experienced eye surgeon with more than 23 years in the field of eye surgery, she is proficient in oculoplasty surgery, ocular oncology, as well as all types of cataract and refractive surgery. Let's welcome Dr. Anita Sethi on board. Good evening, Doctor. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Archana. Good evening to you. It's great to be here on Power Talks with Archana. I'm looking forward to sharing some information and knowledge about eye care.
Great, Doctor. It's an absolute pleasure to have you with us. Dr. COVID has been testing times for all of us, and we have moved to the virtual world. Screens have literally become our best friends. Professionals, students, homemakers, doctors, the world literally has started connecting through screens. And this has definitely taken a big time toll on our eye care. Hey, Doctor, tell me one thing. How to protect our eyes from the ill effects of computer or screen overuse? Would you like to share 10 commandments with our people, with our audience here to keep the eye healthy?
Sure, Archana. In fact, all through the lockdown, I have been getting these queries all the time. And as you rightly said, there's work from home, which means you're on the screen. There's online classes, which means the students and their parents are on the screen. Even our leisure, we've not been going out. So our evenings are also Netflix, television. So there is basically an overdosing of screen time. Now, some of this we can't avoid. So we need to find ways in which we do what we have to do and also don't overstrain our eyes. So the first commandment or the first important point is timing. Now, we do need to somehow decrease the timing. We have a 20-20-20 rule, which means after every 20 minutes, you take a 20-second break and look at something around 20 feet away. It's not feasible to do it every 20 minutes, but roughly every few hours, try to, if you can't take a long break, just blink your eyes, look away from the screen, let your eye muscles relax a little bit, because when we're staring at a screen, we are straining our eyes. So number 2 is your posture. Now, we are not used to working from home. Not everybody has a table and at the right level. So most important to have your laptop or your device at eye level. So we have these little phone stands, or you put a book underneath your laptop. It should be at eye level. You should have a straight back chair, because if you save your eyes, you're going to ruin your neck also. So please take care of both the neck. So it should be a comfortable workstation. Have a good table and chair. Be looking straight. Don't lie down and read or use it's really hard on the eyes. The thing is lighting. Have a good diffuse lighting. A lot of children, young adults tend to, at night before sleeping, the whole room will be dark and they'll be just looking at the screen, from the light from their screen. So having just the light of the screen on your eyes can be quite damaging, can lead to something called an accommodative spasm, in which suddenly you can't see at all. Very scary.
Oh my God.
So don't let that happen at all. So lighting is also important, a diffuse lighting. Now, glasses, computer glasses, all the children's parents are asking me, should I get my kid computer glasses? So what are these computer glasses? Computer glasses basically mean that the computer, all the screens, have some amount of glare and some amount of a blue light. This is not a dangerous blue light. This is not ultraviolet radiation. So it's not dangerous per se, but where you have many hours, you are adding to the strain. So by using a computer glass, which would be an anti-glare and decreasing, like it has a blue light filter, you are just decreasing the strain on your eyes. Now, professionals who are on the screen the whole day, or students who have a lot of studying hours, it makes sense for them. But for the small children who have only a few hours, it doesn't really matter whether they wear it or not. And I don't want the kids to wear it and feel that now I have protection, I can binge watch, I can be playing my games the whole day. Then another question I get asked is, what is a good eye exercise? Frankly, there is no separate eye exercise unless you have what we call a convergence insufficiency, in which you need to do eye exercises. What is good is the whole body exercise. Exercise your body, improve the circulation of your body, your eye circulation will also improve. So, other than taking breaks and blinking your eyes, not going too close to the screen, keeping a good distance, not lying down, please don't stop your general exercise. Very, very important for all parts of the body. Okay. And then we'll come to your topic, nutrition. And a lot of people ask me what's healthy nutrition for the eyes. So, lockdown or no lockdown, that all remains the same. In the growing age, our nutrition, getting sufficient vitamin A, very, very important. In the those who overuse their eyes and are tending to get a dry eye because of too much of screen time, older people can also get a dry eye. And then the omega-3 fatty acids. So vitamin A foods are the green leafy vegetables. This you probably know better than me. And the omega-3 fatty acids are like fish oil, or again green leafy vegetables, badams, nuts. So these are the foods which will contribute, but nothing replaces the good habits. Another question I get asked is, what should we put into our eyes to keep them healthy? Frankly, please don't put anything without any guidance from a doctor. The only thing that you can put is lubricating eye drops, which come by any kind of tears, Just Tears, Refresh Tears, On Tears. I mean, any kind of tear supplement, yes, you can use that. But if you are not better, I mean, if you still have, say, tiredness, so the symptoms are like tiredness, the eyes go red, you feel like closing your eyes, don't want to look at the screen. So these are all signs of a little bit of dry eye, digital strain. So you can try with all of what I've said, try with the lubricating drops. But if you're not better, then please go into and see your doctor, because there may be something more which needs treated, and that can't be treated just on your own.
Great, absolutely lovely, doctor. I'm sure my audience are listening and they will have lots of information out there that they can use. Thanks a lot for these lovely commandments from your end. We feel that, although we know all this, and now when we talk of the early signs of poor health, would you like to give them any suggestions that they can still do at home all by themselves, considering the kind of movement restrictions we have today coming to the hospital? What are your thoughts there?
Yeah. So on the mild kind of problems, which is maybe a little headache off and on, maybe a little watering off and on, a little bit of redness, as I said, you try all that I've said, you try the lubricating drops. But if you are not better, you must come and see a doctor. Little bit of the mild symptoms, but if you have things like a swelling in your eye, pain in the eye, redness which persists in the eye, decrease in vision, very, very important. Decrease in vision must not be taken lightly. So this is for the general population, these are the things. And for diabetics, very important to get your regular eye checkups, 6 monthly or 1 yearly, because we can get changes in the eye which need to be tackled in time and to avoid, irreversible changes. So diabetics and anyone who has a chronic eye problem, you must keep seeing your doctors, because we don't want it to become something unmanageable. So decrease in vision is the single most important. Pain and decrease in vision, please immediately go and see your doctor.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you so much, doctor. Thanks a lot for coming on board and speaking to my audience. Now that we have online consultation, I'm sure many will benefit out of it. And as you very rightly said, act timely and we will be able to save all the eye complications any person can come across. Thank you so much, doctor. Have a lovely evening and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Great to be with you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.